Right, we have got a little bit of a nightmare of a job, and it is this waste here is leaking underneath here. If you can see it, and you can see how tight that is up there. I think I'm going to struggle to get up there. Now, the customer rang me and said he had to go at doing it. He's put it in. He obviously hasn't got the tools to do it properly. Fair play to him for having a go, but it is still leaking. If I just run it 2-3 seconds, it begins to drip out there. So what we're going to have to do is try and get this out now. Getting it out, I think, is going to be a little bit of a pain, but I do have a solution for it, and hopefully it's going to work. Right, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is doing well. We've got this view. We usually have the view from here, but I've switched it because I kind of like this one. Let me know what you think. Hope everyone's good. It's been a while since I've done a bit of a van intro, to be honest, because the videos that I've put out recently, I didn't feel it needed them. So we just cracked on with it. Whereas today's video is back to basics. We're jobbing around. We've got a handful of jobs to go and sort out. We've got some taps to change for a customer of mine that is probably one of the furthest jobs that I'll do distance wise and time wise as a day-to-day thing. It's about 20 mile away, but the thing with this is I'm just on my way to one tool station to pick one set of taps up, then I've got to go to another tool station to pick another set of taps up the same, because they're the only two that had them in stock, because the customer specifically wanted these. Then we've got to head over to the customer's house. So we've got that to do, and we've also got, you've guessed it, a friend of mine has got an issue with his waste in his basin in his ensuite. He's had a go at fixing it because he thought, to be fair, he messaged me and went, Mark, I've got a problem with my basin. I think I can sort it myself, but if I get stuck, can I give you a ring? Turns out he got stuck and he's given me a ring. So we've got that to go and sort out as well. And also, we've got some sad news coming to the channel. Hang around till the end, because I think a lot of you are going to be a little bit gutted with it, to be honest. I didn't see it coming. It's something that, I say I didn't see it coming, possibly might have done a few years ago, but yeah. Wait till the end of the video and you'll see exactly what I mean and what is going on. So anyway, let's get on with the video. Enough waffle from me in the van. I kind of like these little chats in the van. I quite enjoy doing them, but a lot of people say don't bother and just get on with the video. So anyway, we'll get on with it now. It is raining, as you can probably tell. I think this is the first time I've had a long sleeve top on in about 6 months, because we've had sort of a summer, not a great summer, but sort of a summer. Tesla. I'm opposite the Tesla garage. Electric. Let me know what you think. You know I'm a big car guy. Electric. It's not for me. Right, let's go and pick these taps up. Right, that's both sets of taps picked up. The same ones. I say the customer picked those taps because what's coming out is like a round-headed tap. So these were the closest that they could get. One set from Tool Station Leamington. The other set from Tool Station Stratford, which is about 10 mile and half an hour that way. And we've got to go about half an hour this way now to sell them to my customer's house to fit these taps. So here we are at this customer's house. We've got the taps out, and to be honest, these ones from Tool Station come with brass nuts. A lot of the time when you get taps from Tool Station, again, the customer told me exactly which ones she wanted. Sometimes when you get them from there, they come with the plastic back nuts, and I hate plastic back nuts. But these are a fairly similar style to what she's got in. This one's leaking, this one the top's missing, and it's the same in the ensuite in there. So she just said, Mark, I've picked these ones, can you come and swap them out? So we've got the water off, just flushed the toilet, so we've got the water drain out of the cistern. No valves on here. I'm not going to put any on. I did think maybe I would, but to be honest, it's on a combi system anyway, so we just turn the water off and drain it down. So we'll just get up there, undo the back nuts, plastic ones, undo the back nuts and get these swapped out. As always, the go-to Neurad Tapex kit for any tap changes just makes life a whole lot easier. When you're doing kitchen taps, you'll use the ratchet and the extendable arm that you've got with the Neurad kit. Now, what we need on here, because they are just up there, It's just this one, it's just the hand grip one, and it's got the little tube down the middle. If ever you go to like a bath and the pipe's coming all the way up into the bottom, that bit there will go around the outside of the pipe. But for this one, it's just straight onto the bottom there. If I come this way, might be a little bit easier to show you. There we go. Just straight up onto the bottom of the nut. There we go, twist it, job done. So that's that one. Let's swap sides and see. Swap sides and see if the hot is as easy. There you go, straight away. So we just undo them two swivels off the bottom. To be fair, probably hand loose now. Yeah, there you go. And then all we've got to do is take the back nut off the tap and take these two out. I don't know if you can see it. We'll just spin the back nut off. And then just lift the tap out. We'll do the same for the hot. Right, with those two taps out now, we then go to a little parts box and we'll get two new fibre washers to go on top of the swivels. This is quite a handy little box actually, the Mega Plumbers box from Thomas Dudley. It's got a bit of everything you need in it, vent keys, chains, handles for toilets, washers to fit near enough everything. So it's worth picking one of them up, just having it in your van. Handy little repair box to have. So with the back nut taken off this tap, it's as simple as just dropping it in with the washer, and then what we'll do, we'll get the back nut underneath here and get it tightened up. What is also handy with these is they don't only do the swivel onto the bottom of the tap, but it also does the back nut onto the bottom of the tap as well. So reach that up underneath the basin, tighten the tap up, and then move down and get it onto the swivel. That's that basin done, and let's do exactly the same for this one. So that's both sets in now. Let's make sure they're off and we can pop down, turn the water on and check they're all right. So with the water back on, let's just quickly make sure they're not leaking. Don't think they will be. Perfect. Right, we can start pulling the water back through. Sorted. There we go. They all seem spot on. So that's that little job done. Nice little quick tap change. 2 taps, 1 else, job done. Right, we have got a little bit of a nightmare of a job, and it is this waste here is leaking underneath here. If you can see it, and you can see how tight that is up there. I think I'm going to struggle to get up there. Now the customer rang me and said he had to go at doing it. He's put it in. He obviously hasn't got the tools to do it properly. And fair play to him for having a go, but it is still leaking. If I just run it for like 2-3 seconds, it begins to drip out there. So what we're gonna have to do is try and get this out now. Getting it out, I think, is gonna be a little bit of a pain, but I do have a solution for it, and hopefully it's gonna work. So what we're gonna do with this to try and get this out with a little bit of ease, because we are not getting a spanner up there, I don't think, is, if you look this side, we've got the brackets that hold this front plate on now. I'm hoping if we undo the 2 screws that side and that side, we've taken the doors off, hopefully this is just going to slide down. Sounds easy. Hopefully it will slide down, and then we can get to the waste really easily behind there. So touch wood, we can get these screws out. I don't know if you can see that, but it hopefully
There's one out. Let's see if we get the other one. And I'm hoping that this front panel is just going to drop away. Right, with the screws out, I think it might just come away enough. There we go. It's coming down, I think. And then what I will do when we put it back in, is put a little bit of sealant around the front. Perfect. I weren't sure if it was going to come out, but it has. So that means that we can get to this a lot easier than struggling up behind. Right, if I just show you exactly what's happening now that you can see it. If I turn that on, you can see it running down the outside there and dripping onto the bottom of the shelf. So what I'm going to do, originally I bought one of these Thomas Dudley basin mates. I was going to replace the whole lot, but I think the customer's going to prefer just that smaller click clack in the top. But we can use the basin mate system that comes with it. So let me get this off and I will show you exactly what I mean. Right, let's get this waste off and I'll show you exactly. To be fair, that wasn't very tight at all. So let's take that off like that, and we'll take the bottom rubber off. Now these are what comes with it. So we're going to use the Thomas Dudley basin mate on this. The good thing with this is, because that washer is completely chamfered, it will push straight up into the bottom of the basin. Now the top has got the rubber sealing ring on, so that's fine. What we'll do, we'll push this up here and I'll show you exactly how it works. With that chamfer on, all you do is push that and it sits into that rim just there. So if I show you that, it sits right up into there. And then it will completely seal internally. And then you've got the retaining ring that goes on like that. And then you just use your original nut to do up. And it pushes against that one and tightens right into the basin. Like so. So with that in place now, we'll just pop the trap back on. It is a bit tight actually. No wonder he struggled under here without taking that front panel off. There we go. And then get that done up there. Right then, with that now fitted in, with the basin mate on and the trap back into place, let's give it a bit of a test and see if we're alright. It's looking good so far. Before turning that tap on, within 5 seconds, you can see it dripping on the bottom. So no, I think we're all good with that. It was a bit awkward. It's a good job we could get that plinth off the front, because I don't think we would have got to do that any other way, to be completely honest. So let's get this plinth back on, get the brackets back in and build this up and get it all finished off. There we go, doors back on, basin working, no leaks from underneath. And it just goes to show that these Thomas Dudley basin mates, you don't have to use the actual fitting that comes with it. If you don't want the full push button on the top like this, the customer had that one that's just in the middle. All we've done is fitted the basin mate, the leak seal on the bottom of that, and it's worked a treat. So get yourself a couple of them in the van just for stock, dead handy to have. But yeah, that's that little job done and dusted. So on this little job, we've got a leak coming from the siphon into the toilet pan. You can see it running right down the back there. The easiest way to spot this is by putting a little bit of tissue paper on the back of the toilet pan, and you'll see it get wet. That tells you've got a leak coming through the bottom of the siphon. So what we're going to do is replace it. It's an ideal siphon, so we're just going to replace the washers on it. So we'll just let the water out, and these clip out. I haven't even turned the water off on this. They just clip like that, take it out, and then you'll see on the bottom of the valve itself, or the washer as it is at the minute, why it's leaking, why it's passing, all that gunk and that on there. That usually comes from, you know, them blocks and whatnot that you put in the systems. So what we do, we get the new washer and unclip the old one off. That little seal in the middle just pops straight off, and then we can take the rubber off. So pull the clip off, take the rubber washer off. Easy. I haven't turned the water off, it's still running. Take that off and seal the gunk inside it. And the new one, obviously perfect. So just take that washer off, put the new one on, they just push into place. This is probably one of the easiest jobs that you can do as a jobbing plumber. Pop it into place, so just make sure it's all nice and clean before we put it in there. So pop the rubber washer in place like so, and then it always comes with a new retaining clip. Always pop the new retaining clip in. Clips in, easy as that, and then with the water still on, just pop the valve back into place and clip it. As you twist it, you'll feel these ideal stand bunches clip into place. Let it fill up, and then we can test it and make sure that's all good. We've also got another one to do upstairs, so it's exactly the same procedure for the one upstairs, 2 in 1 house. So it just goes to show that either the water's really hard in this area or she's putting those blocks in there. Look at that, look, all the gunk on the bottom of the original washer. Pop the clip out, and the thing with this washer is, I noticed it when I took it off, it's just really brittle and falling apart. So whatever it is, it's eating into the washer. So it was going to go at some point. There we go, look, you can see it's just falling apart in my hand. So again, we've got the replacement washer. Comes in the kit with the clip as well. Washer on, clip on. Again, didn't even turn the water on this top floor toilet either. Back into place, twist it in, you'll feel it lock in. And then we can just give it a bit of a test flush. And then just to prove it, also pop a little bit of toilet paper on the back of the pan now. There you go, it's not getting wet. Perfect way to save a few quid by noticing water is running like that, because sometimes you can't see it, it's that finer drip. Give it a flush, test it, job done. Perfect little jobbing job.
I've just pulled up outside my usual haunt, Plumbase Warwick, for a good reason. Now, I did say to you at the start of this video that we had a little bit of sad news. So let me take you in and I'll explain all. Dave?
What? Well,
We've got some sad news, Dave, haven't we?
I don't know, it's sad.
Dave might have a bit of sad news. Everyone that's watched this channel for near on 4 years now, Dave's been in it quite a bit, ain't you, Dave? From fluffing his lines when I've asked him to do, what was it I asked you to do? Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, subscribe, comment below.
See, he can do it. Off the cuff, he can do it. I had him outside there a couple of years ago trying to do it, and he couldn't do it. But I've just said there's some sad news. What's the sad news, Dave?
The sad news is I'm going.
He's off.
19 years and I'm off.
19 years at Plumbase Warwick. So did you start, you didn't start as a manager, did you?
No.
You started as a counter hand.
I started in Leamington where we first...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was Leamington. It was Plumbase in Leamington.
Look.
That's
See?
what we do.
You don't even care anymore, it's just hanging up on people. If that was someone ringing, that's you, Shinners, ringing. Dave's just hung up on you. So you started at Leamington.
Then we moved over here
That's right, yeah.
18 years ago in May.
So you moved here as just a counter hand?
Yeah. Then assistant manager.
Yeah.
Then manager.
How long have you been a manager here?
10 years. It'd be in November. So
10 years, so yeah. Nearly 20 years. Didn't get your 20-year gold watch.
No.
So where are you going? Can we say? This is going out after Dave's left. Dave's gone. If you're watching this now, Dave's gone. He don't care. So Dave's going to, if you're local round sort of Warwickshire where I am, there's a place down the bottom of Leamington called Plumbase, and it's renowned for being like a Santa's grotto for plumbing stuff. They've got everything in there.
Literally everything.
Yeah, anything you can think of. If they're a random boiler part, they will have it. But you're off there, mate, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going there, aren't you?
I'm going there. So
to be honest, you've been on about going for a while, for various different reasons. Yeah. And it's all the lads that come in here are like, you'll never go. But no, do you know what? Fair play to you for going, for actually going. Do you know what? I'm going to go and have a bit of change of scenery, because 20 years in one place is some going, isn't it?
it is. So yeah.
He's off.
I'm off. If you want to come down Plumbase.
Look at him punting his wares down Plumbase. But no, because I know loads of people on the channel always comment when you're on it, because me and you are good mates anyway,
Yeah,
out of work. So, yeah, be sorry to see you go, mate. But
one of them.
we'll see what the new manager's like. It's always funny. This is why I've always said from the off of the channel, always look after the merchants that look after you. Dave's been absolutely golden with stuff that he's done for me, you know, bringing stuff out. We had hassle with that basin, didn't we? 3 basins and they still broke. But Dave's always gone above and beyond for everyone, so we'll miss you. He's off. Dave's going. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably go down to Plumbase at some point and see him down there, and we'll get him to do his like, comment, subscribe below. Some other time.
Too busy down there.
Yeah, he's busy, mate. You've had it easy here, Dave. You've had it easy. But no, I'm sure everyone will say, wish Dave all the best for the new job. So, cheers, Dave. I'm going to shake your hand.
Thank you, Mark.
Cheers, Dave.
Thank you.
He's off.
Cheers, sport fans.